I took days off to avoid burnout. My wife used it to unload the baby and add more chores. I, 35M, have had an insanely tough time over the last few months. We had our first child back in January. My wife, 34F, does not work, and the dream we have always worked toward was that she could be a som. Keeping the house, looking after our child, and creating a lovely environment for us to live in. I am back at work and things have been crazy. We lost a key member of staff at a critical time and several projects are on the verge of failure. So for the last 3 months my weekdays have looked like this. 5 a.m., get up with our daughter. Breakfast, playtime, nap, I do chores whilst she naps, nappy changes and getting dressed, general bonding. 8:15 a.m., my wife takes over with our daughter. 8:15 a.m. to 8:30 a.m., shower, coffee, breakfast at desk, I work at home. 12:30 p.m. to 1 p.m., quick snack, do the laundry, dishwasher and make sure we have something for dinner. Quick cuddle with our daughter and back to work. 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m., pause work, come downstairs and make dinner, or go shopping first if we have nothing, take over with my daughter until bedtime and bathe/get her ready for bed. 8 p.m. until somewhere between 11 p.m. and 1 a.m., back to work. 5 a.m., rinse and repeat. Saturdays and Sundays I still get up at 5 a.m. with our daughter and my wife sleeps as late as she can. We share baby duties and I take care of bigger chores, DIY, garden maintenance etc. It's just not sustainable. I have lost so much weight from the stress and exhaustion. My wife says I look like a zombie. I can barely convince myself to get out of bed. We have had several conversations about changes that can be made, but the outcome is always that this is just how it has to be until the work crisis calms down. I am not in a position to be looking for another job at this time. On Friday I hit breaking point and booked emergency time off for yesterday and today. I felt unstable and like I was going to fall apart. I desperately needed 2 days of absolutely nothing to avoid a meltdown. My wife understood and supported the decision. Reiterated that she is grateful for everything I do to provide the life we have etc. Until the day came. All of a sudden she has plans, she is getting her nails done, going for coffee, has gardening things that simply cannot wait. When she came home, she had bought things for the nursery that had to be built and put in place that afternoon for some unknown reason. I didn't do it and that in itself caused an argument. I was awestruck and nearly broke down in tears but simply do not have the energy to fight about everything. I do everything I can with every minute I have to support her and our daughter. My days are often 20 hours long with barely a minute to myself. I asked for 2 days that should be treated as if I am at work to avoid a serious health problem and she saw it as vacation days for herself despite a very clear conversation about why I needed this time. All of that stuff can wait until the weekend like it usually does. She was out with her family and friends the weekend that just passed whilst I was at home with our daughter, so it's not like she hasn't had the day off recently. I can't keep going like this. I am going to break.